Hello friends, welcome to my channels. Today now I am discussing about Indian history, modern India, Governor Generals. Indian history, modern India, Governor Generals. First governor Warren Hastings. Warren Hastings 772 to 785. Warren Hastings 772 to 785. First one started dual government of Bengal. Started dual government of Bengal. Dual means two. Started dual government of Bengals. To one end by the regulating act 773. By the end of the regulating act 773. जो जिस तरह dual government स्टार्ट किया ना इस तरह क्या होता है रेगुलेटिंग एक्ट को एंड हो सकता है. Next one, deprived jamidaris of their judicial powers. Deprived jamidaris of their judicial powers. Jamidaris of their judicial powers. And civil and criminal courts were established. And civil and criminal courts were established. Deprived jamidars of their judicial powers. Deprived jamindars of their judicial powers and established of the civil and criminal courts were established. Next, the first Anglo-Maratha War. The first Anglo-Maratha Wars 775 to 82. The first Anglo-Maratha Wars 775 to 82. Which ended with the Treaty of Salbai. Which ended with the Treaty of Salbai. The first Anglo-Maratha War 775 to 82, which ended with the Treaty of Salbai. The second Anglo-Mysore War. The second Anglo-Mysore War 782 784. The second Anglo-Mysore War 782 784. Which ended with the Treaty of Mangalore 780 Mangalore 784 were fought during the Hastings period. The second Anglo-Mysore War. The second Anglo-Mysore War 782 784, which ended with the Treaty of Mangalore 784, were fought during the Hastings period. As a great patrons of the oriented learning, he founded the Ascetic Society of Bengal. With William Jones in 700, with William Jones in 784. Next, he wrote introduction to the first English translation. Introduction of the first English translations of the Gita by Charles Wilkins. Charles Wilkins. Next, founded the Calcutta Madrasa, earlier known as the Calcutta Ayya Madrasa in October 780. Next one, it was the earliest of the state managed educational institution. It was the earliest of the state managed educational institutions under British rule in India. It was the earliest educational institutions managed by the British rule in India. Next one is Jonathan Duncan started a Sanskrit college. At Varanasi for the study of Hindu law and philosophy. Jonathan Duncan started a Jonathan Duncan started a Sanskrit college at Varanasi for the study of Hindus, law and philosophy. Next, Pitt's India Act of 784. Pitt's India Act of 784 was enacted. Pitt's India Act 784 was enacted. Rohilla War 774. Rohilla War 774 and annexations of Rohilkhand by Nawab of Audha with the help of British. Rohilla War 774 and annexations of Rohilkhand. Rohilla War on the 774 and the annexations of Rohilkhand by Nawab of Audha with the help of British. Next one, the Act of 781. Act of 781 came into force. Act of 781 came into force under which the power of jurisdiction between the Governor General in Council and the Supreme Court of Governor General of the Councils and the Supreme Courts of Calcutta were clearly divided. Act of 781 came into force. Act of 781 came to force under with the power of the jurisdictions between the Governor General Councils and Supreme Court of Calcutta were clearly divided. During the tenure of judicial murder of Nand Kumar took place. During the tenure of the judicial murder of Nand Kumar took place in 775. In false case and sentenced to death. During his tenure, during his tenures of Warren Hastings, the judicial murder of the Nanda Kumar took place in 775. Nand Kumar was critic of Warren Hastings. Nand Kumar was the critic of the Warren Hastings. He was indicated a false case. And sentenced to death. Next one, impeachment proceedings started. Impeachment proceedings started against him when he returned on the charges of taking bribe. After the trial of 7 years, he was finally acquitted. Thank you. Please share, subscribe, click the bell icon. Thank you.